Yo, what's up? I'm here to help you make more money with paid ads. We're talking about MCA, merchant cash advances, and how you can get more approvals to bring in more business. We scale up campaigns with ads, Project Alpha, so we all make more money. We're very deliberate with the type of people we want to work with. In this video, we're talking about what we need from you and the numbers and expectations upon working with our agency. We don't promise miracles. A lot of agencies promise the world, but we don't expect lottery tickets here. I know numbers, I know analytical things. That is how we can get cash flowing and predictable. Let's get into this video about MCA and getting more people approved. First, we want to talk about numbers. You should be hitting for your funding business to get more approvals. There are two types of people in this world that run a funding business. The first is struggling to scale with ads, facing barriers, unpredictable growth, and not knowing where the next MCA is coming from. We don't want to be that. The other person is doing way more than 6 figures a month, absolute cash flowing, multiple closures, smashing revenue goals. The number one thing that differentiates the two from somebody that's struggling and one that's smashing through goals is they religiously track the numbers and they know the numbers you need to scale and get to the next level. You got to have $30,000 in monthly revenue every month, and you got to be in business at least 2 years. Some people can get people approved for under 15K a month, under 20K a month, under 10K a month, less than a year in business, brand new business, but we're not going to be talking about that. For the video, we're talking about clients averaging $30,000 a month in revenue and at least in business for 2 years. Let's talk about these numbers simply. Simple, predictable growth. Let's go. All right, cool. So is that a $60 cost per call? If your requirements are lower, you have a cheaper cost per call. If we're specific, like clients wanting people making more than $50,000 a month, these are a higher cost per call acquisition. Cost per call around $60. What is a call? It's different than a lead. Our funnel pre-qualifies them, schedules a call, thank you page, automations, retargeting, hammer strategy. The average cost per call is around $60 for someone making more than $30,000 a month in 2 years in business. We're not going to rely on miracles or winning the lottery. Actual expectations: aim to launch your ad in the first 3 days. First 72 hours, we push to launch your ad. I'll ensure we get this campaign launched. If you have a current campaign, you want better growth, higher quality, or a better ROAS, we want to fully onboard you and get you launched within 72 hours. I allocate an entire week to onboarding because sometimes it takes time to get media, sometimes onboarding takes time. We're both business owners. Life happens, shit happens, and you might get busy. Expectations are 6 hours is the goal, but sometimes it can take up to a week. As soon as you launch the campaign or optimize your current campaign, maybe use our already converting campaign or relaunch it, the expectation is not $60 cost per call for qualified MCA. Maybe the first couple of calls might run $80. We're not promising miracles. Costs might be higher initially. We'll optimize that down. Consistent growth is usually in month 2 or 3. We require a 3-month commitment to get you cash flowing. We're not a dollar store agency. We don't work with everyone and we don't promise miracles. We want to make sure you're happy, making more money so you can pay us more. We'll bring down your cost per call to around $60 qualified call. We launch the campaign the first week 3, end of the first month is when we bring down that cost to around $60. Some campaigns we smash it on the first launch, bringing in $16 calls. Some campaigns under $60 call. In month 3, we bring that down to $30, $40 cost per call. When we implement Hyros or trains the data set, it's no longer called a pixel, or really train the data set by implementing third-party attribution software and reporting in this pixel, it does decrease that cost. We want to keep this consistent, realistic, not overpromise, but we want to over-deliver it. So that $60 cost per call is what you should expect. Next is 70% show rate. How do I get a 70% show rate? It's pretty incredible. Yes, but because we've been working on this business for over 8 years. We've helped over 100 finance business owners, funding business owners that we've taken to 6 figures of monthly revenue and generated over $48 million for our finance clients. We have a systematic approach to building a call funnel, emails and text message campaigns and sales system. In addition to their proprietary approach, ensures around 70% show-up rates. Our strategy rotates the best content, so when they schedule a call with you, we use testimonials, case studies, videos out, and showcase what it's like to work with you to stop price shopping and ensure they're excited for the call. We also use nurture campaigns for these people every 2 hours to schedule a call, providing freebies, PDFs, and documents to provide value, stop them from price shopping, and get them excited. The market is very competitive. You got to provide value, build trust, and stop price shopping. Get people excited to hop on a call with you and see the value. It's never really a price objection. It's always a value objection. We want to pre-frame and qualify people, overcoming objections prior to the call. This ensures a better chance of closing the deal as a sales assistant manager. We get as many layups as possible so you make more money and pay us more. 70% show rate. Some people have a higher show rate. The difference between 70% and 75, 80% is brand awareness and distribution in the hammer strategy. Based on Jeremy Haynes' strategy, a couple more pieces that we find really work. That's why I call it the famous strategy. It makes you famous. Some of our best clients have 30 to 50 videos rotating. Get them to see more of your brand. When they hop on the call, they're excited thinking you must be famous. 70% show up rate, bad fit, no offer, 30%. What is a bad fit? People sometimes lie on these applications. Rather than taking these people out, we work it into the financial modeling. It's the cost of doing business. Some people are going to lie. It's keep going. Bad fit, no offer is what people you can't provide a solution to. You probably have a downside to what I call more funding prep, credit repair, legal build out. Whatever it might be, you can always downsell those people, but we're not even talking about this. Right now, we're talking about front-end sales, money directly off the ads. Also, can I follow up, keep everything realistic, and not promise for goals. We want to under-promise and over-deliver. 30% bad fit, no offer, and deals closed is 10%. Often that means we have some killers on the phone doing more than 20, 30% in closings. I can't guarantee that you're going to close. That's not realistic. I'm not the one on the phone with everyone. Industry standards for ads is usually around 10%. For example, a Fulton is closing 3 out of their 8 deals. That's a between 20 to 30% closing. That CAC cost that buyer client, simply stated. Depending on these numbers, let's say you can beat these numbers. If you beat these numbers, it means you have a better ROAS, lower CAC. We're expecting at least a 3x ROAS. Keep in mind, ads are an upgrade to your ecosystem. Somebody might come from an ad, but convert off of content. Somebody might come from referral content, but convert ecosystem. The most important part, numbers that you find, budgets, might ads. Successful clients religiously track their. That brings me to the next conversation. What we expect from you. Branding. Tracking. Let's talk about branding first. A successful partnership and ensure you're making money so you pay us more. Your brand is on par. You want to make sure you have the best chances of closing deals. When somebody hits an ad, they're going to check out your social media, what I call the digital resume. You better believe that people are going to be judging a book by its cover. If you don't have things like meta verify, consistent content distribution, and optimized bio, you're decreasing the chances of succeeding. Not kill your campaign, but you might see a fluctuation in numbers. And in the long term, it makes a difference. Small things like meta verified, 10,000 followers, and consistent content distribution show that you're active. These things take account of your closing rate, show up rates, trust factor your campaign. There are a couple of requirements we want to work with another funding business that offers MCAs. Cash advance, your bio needs to be optimized. People need to know the problem you solve so that you're not a scam. Any next steps. People are inherently lazy, like sheep. They need to know not to get meta verification to get on that now. Publicize like entrepreneur.com or national publications for your business. Meta have enough followers, consistent content. If you're not posting consistently, implement AI or simple system. We use cinematic posts, an editor, and we work with us to focus on more money and building up a brand. The most important parts of your business allow us to handle. Make sure you're posting 3 to 5 times a week. There's no such thing as too much content. Gary Vee posts like 10, 15 times a day. Keep going to your story, have a story every day. At least one stories. That's a mini problem, 3-step solution, call to action, proof, and scarcity. Simple. I just every time through posts, graphics, or talking to the camera. Look at my IG now. I probably have one up. I practice what we preach. I have those stories. Marketing even exist. Have enough followers. Let's say an average client pays you $5,000. An average client pays you $5,000, yeah, and you have under 10,000 followers. Working with my agency, we're going to do a follower boost. Yes, we are going to buy followers. We can also do a giveaway, but I can guarantee these people are going to be actively engaging with the giveaway. They'll probably only come for free. We can do a giveaway, but it's quicker when you just followers. Yes, these people are not going to be actively engaging with you, and yes, it will dilute the because you're adding followers that are not engaging. As long as you're consistently posting, it's not going to make a difference. We're going to boost your followers at least 10,000. Make sure your meta verified, your bios optimized, your posting consistently on your content stories. You gotta have story covers, proof, value, testimonials, case studies, and lifestyle. Show off lifestyle because it shows your business is effortless. You have an abundant lifestyle. So I like to show off lifestyle. Plus, with the people looking at your page, people buy from those. Now, after we optimize your social media, your Facebook content posting should be synced whenever you post your IG goes to Facebook. After we turn your social media into a knock out those foundations, go through an SOP, or ask for a sales automation guide. It has a quick freebie that shows you how we do this. After we optimize your social media to turn a powerful lead trap, let's talk about the tracking. Not for everybody. It takes a responsible person to be able to do this. Your closers need to be accountable. Have a scorecard. You need to know exactly what to do every single day. 50 follow-up calls, 80 DMs, and be graded on this. The scorecard should be another video in itself. Let's keep on going. I don't know how you scale a business without knowing your numbers. Talk to any millionaire, billionaire. They know their freaking guys. They know the numbers that hit goals. They know the ads for the. Here's our master sheet template. On the left, you can see the amount spent, impressions, link clicks, cost per click, click-through rate, lead cost per lead is automated for you. We use software that takes meta information and plugs it into ads to make your life easier. It doesn't make sense to manually do that every day. Your time can be allocated better. What comes in green automatically comes from Meta. Leads come in automatically. Total emails collected because you should be doing newsletters. I do at least 2 to 3 every week. For example, if my calls start to go down, it's like a Wednesday, Thursday, we implement newsletter blast on a Tuesday. So rather than increase ad spend on Tuesday, we do a newsletter on Wednesday and Thursday. I would do newsletters over automations to see offers convert, optimize subject, understand working. Things are always changing in the market and economy. So newsletters, that keep it rolling. Based on the work. Applications that get bad, no offer, are plugged in directly from the app creator. 2 tabs on template, the date range, and app creator. All apps from the funnel come here. Name, email, phone number, question, total score, 1 through 6, 1 through 5, 1 through 5 as a sales system. You have as much of a layup as possible. We're going to make as many 6s as possible. Any fluctuation, count the ads, the campaign, maybe that's an issue on the sales system side. Fluctuation in the lead quality. Before you start campaigning, you might hop on a call with us once a week, every 2 weeks, because your time is valuable. We don't want to make changes in your campaign. We want to know exactly what's going on in your business to the hour. If we see any fluctuation in ad quality, make changes the same day so you have the best chances of closing deals. So you're always consistently and predictably cash flowing. It makes sense on a call and change. So we religiously track numbers. And client notes can be pulled directly from Go High Level. Things like client notes, objections, cash collected, paid in full amounts, deposits, reoccurring, chargebacks, all taken directly into account from Go High Level. Good fit, bad fit, all taken into account directly from Go High Level in the custom fields on the left hand side of the conversation. Plug directly into here. Boom. To make it a little bit easier. When your closers are in these calls, have Go High Level up, have their ad sheet, sales scripts, pain point checklists, and maybe a scorecard. It might be in the back. Back to the template, which is a date range, your month. On the right hand side, see all the averages, projections on the bottom left, numbers that hit this month to achieve the goals and milestones. Over here, you see deposit, upsell existing, new revenue, CAC, client, cash, the refund amount, chargebacks. We do a full understanding of your business. If your chargeback rate goes up or you're not referring as many clients, there's probably a back-end issue in your business. You want to make sure it's addressed. The best chances of just scaling up your business over here. On the right-hand side, cash collected, cash profit, and third-party attribution software. The reason we use Hyros and not just look off data on the actual ad account is because the ad account is inherently unreliable. It shows numbers that aren't true. A lot of people use VPNs. A lot of people are privacy. Facebook, it doesn't have the best track. We want to make sure every lead, every sale is attributed to a specific ad. We train the data set to bring in people you want to work with. Rather than the cheap cost, doesn't mean more money in ads based on business. When it comes to funding and MCAs, it can take up to 3 weeks to get paid the full amount. Hyros really attributes for that and allows it to make your life easier. Data into the AI so you can bring in more deals in the ads properly. If you look at it, like Facebook and Instagram Meta can show that the cost per schedule is like $50, but in reality, Hyros shows the cost per schedule is like $80. That's not what we want. We want to the campaign cash collected is attributed to a specific ad to bring in more of the people you want to work with. Data needs to be religiously tracked. Our agency is not for everybody. We don't overpromise, we over-deliver. We want to make sure that we both have the best chances of making more money, and together we both get paid. You want to make the best chances of closing deals. If you're afraid of camera or using AI or UGC to post, it's probably not a good fit. If you're making under $20,000 of revenue and you're not really tracking, we're probably not a good fit. 3 types of people we work with. If the first just pays us, hopes for the best. We don't want those people. The second that pays us and listens to what we say. We want to attract the person that pays us, listens, and does everything they can to cash flowing 6 figures a month, so that we both make money. That's why we do these YouTube videos. We attract people that we want to work with. We're not the dollar store of agencies. We track everything. It's not for you. No worries. System scaling hundreds of finance business owners over $48 million. We have. It's not going to happen in the first week. It's not going to be a lottery ticket. It's not going to be a miracle. But we can promise you, we work with you so you're cash flowing, money printing, so we both make more money. My mantra is the more money we make you, the more we get paid. I love making these videos. If you have any questions, jump on my mastermind. Always happy to help. God bless, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.